Onebar and Lupagus Show. Your daily source for everything Minnesota Vikings.
All right, welcome back to Onebar and Lupagus Show on Onebar with Lupagus. We're going to do some myth busting about the Vikings 2025 season. Let us know your comments, how you feel. Mythbusters, great show. Loved that show.
You know, I didn't get into it that much, but when it was on, it's one of those shows when you start, you're going to have to watch it to the end.
Well, I wish they were here. I know one of them's name was Adam. I don't remember the other one. They could help us bust some myths. But really, it's either a myth or a fact we're going to look at. We're just having some fun. You have some fun. Hit that sub. Let's get to 16,000 subs. What do we got for myth busting today?
I think the list is on your side, but how about this one? This one's been out there a lot on Twitter. And you know, when the Vikings are 4-6, you start thinking about the draft. Vikings drafting running back from Notre Dame, Jeremiah Love. What do you think of that myth?
Myth. I mean, yeah, all the mock drafts. I think it's easy for draft gurus to look at the Vikings and say, I got Aaron Jones, elderly, Jordan Mason, kind of, you know, he's okay. They don't have the guy, and you want to pair up a beautiful running back with their young quarterback. And don't get me wrong, I love the dude. I love from Notre Dame, but I mean, this is absolutely, in my mind, 100% a myth. No way in hell this happens. 0%.
Yeah, because we don't run the football. Why would you use your first round pick on a team that doesn't run the football? It doesn't make sense. You don't do that. We could have Adrian Peterson in his prime, and KOC still wouldn't run the ball enough to get the use out of him. So very good talent. I know we're picking around 14, and it makes sense where value is and everything. But no, we don't run the football. Absolutely busting this too.
Yeah, and the other thing is, I mean, the Vikings, Kwesi has only drafted 2 running backs, one being Debo McBride and the other being Ty Chandler. So we've never even dipped in the running back before round 5. I don't think it's even on their radar. And that just, myth. Next up, myth busting. Dallas Turner is a bust. Everyone is already off on the Dallas Turner. Of course, he's coming off his best game as a pro, but Dallas Turner's a bust.
No, and he played on the right side last week, and he did very well there. That was the side he played in college, and he dominated, really. I mean, and even the season, like, he's had a lot of pressures. He's been good against the run. He just isn't getting home. He's not getting that sack number that everybody wants. Everyone wants to see. And I will say, like, I've been defending Dallas Turner all season long, and I was starting to lean the way of the bust, but this week it kind of turned it back the other way. So, yeah, I'm busting this. He's not a bust.
Well, I mean, it's bust is basically your absolute crap. Like, you're nothing. 1 week is definitely not going to like sway the needle for me a ton, where all of a sudden I think he's fantastic. Like, if you're that good, I don't care if you're on the left, the right, playing safety, whatever, you make plays happen. You are a playmaker. So the right and left side, I guess it's got a little bit to it, but no, I don't like, he's not a bust. He's definitely, like, we'll see what happens the rest of the season, but will be his second full season. So it's still early for me, but as of now, definitely not a bust.
No, and I think it's fair to say he's been disappointing. I mean, you want like 6 to 8 sacks this year. I mean, that was the low side. I would really want 8 to 10, but if he gets 7 sacks this year, I think you're feeling pretty good about that.
Well, he's got a ways to go to get that. That'd be beautiful if he ends the season with 7 sacks. I might piddle in my panties. Next up, we got Mythbuster Kwesi. Kwesi is on the hot seat to be fired after the season.
Yeah, and you look at this free agent class, all the injuries they've had, the lack of production from these guys he's given a lot of money to. His drafts continue to just be failures overall. And, yeah, I think there is some steam to this. I think there is some legitimacy to this. And I think he, after the season, like you said, hot seat, I think that's fine. Flat out being fired, I think that's the myth, but hot seat for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of all or nothing, like on the hot seat to be fired. And the main thing I look at this is, you can point at all the draft picks, $350 million in payroll this year, the highest in the NFL. Mm-hmm. And this is what he put out there. If you're the Wilfs, say, what the hell? What did you just do, sir? Yep. Get in my office. We need to chat. Like, that's the biggest part out of this. This was no rebuild. This was no nothing. This was all in. And this is the product he gave. So I actually don't think that's a myth. I'm not saying he's going to get fired, but I think it's probably on the table.
Well, and you got to spend $350 million when you don't hit any draft picks. You got to go turn pay for the help because you can't draft. That's the problem. That's where I spend so much money.
All right. Next up, we got KOC is a quarterback whisperer. Is that a myth?
Yeah. And you go back and you think about it, who Kirk Cousins was already established when he got here, so I don't think you can say anything about Kirk Cousins. Yeah, he had a nice little run there with Josh Dobbs. That was good. Nick Mullins was okay, but he couldn't turn Jaron Hall into anything. He's not doing JJ McCarthy any favors. Yeah, Sam Darnold was great. He did kind of reclaim Sam Darnold, and Daniel Jones gave him a lot of credit. So there's misses and there's hits here in that department. So if you're going to do a scorecard, I think it's very close.
Yeah. I mean, to me, I feel like KOC is very good at putting quarterbacks in a position to succeed. I don't know. Like, obviously, the JJ McCarthy is like, is he going to be able to bring him along and make him a very good quarterback in the league? As of now, like even last week, he was putting him in situations to succeed. It just was not happening. Mm-hmm. And that's what he did with Sam Darnold. He knew Sam Darnold had very good accuracy, had a big arm. Look what he did. Kirk Cousins, he knew what to do with them. So as far as a quarterback whisper, as of now, like that is a myth. It won't be proven until he does it with JJ McCarthy. Mm-hmm. Like he does this with JJ McCarthy, he is a quarterback whisperer. But 5 games, it's not enough.
They tripped to get him, handpicked guy. He's tied to JJ McCarthy. He has to make this work. So he has to whisper him into being something good. It's his job's on the line, so he needs to be. But I agree. I think it is a myth. I think he's had just many failures as he's had successes.
Last one on this myth-busting episode is that JJ McCarthy has until the end of this year to prove himself. Till the end of this year.
To me, no, that's not enough time, especially when he missed as many games as he did to start the season. I think you got to go into at least halfway into next year, at least, and that's if it's going really bad. Like if he's having good performances, bad performances, he's gonna get all of next year. But if he's just ass looking like he did against the Bears into next week or into next season, mid-season next year, then that's definitely a problem. So that's a myth. He's got more than just this year.
I think it all depends on how this year ends. And I can't remember which quarterback guru was talking about it. It wasn't Assault. It was whoever it was. And then Jeremy Fowler put on an article as well today, basically saying it depends on what happens the rest of the year, because the biggest issue is the same issues he's had in college. It's his mechanics and it's his accuracy. And none of those have gotten better since being in college. And I know he's only been in 5 games, but he did have last year as far as everything, like, the fact that it hasn't improved at all, if that continues the trend into the end of this year and like none of that's improving, because those are the issues, then I actually think it's got something to it. I actually think it has something to it. It depends on if he improves at all this year. He's got to show something.
Well, and let's not forget, he has had moments. He's had some beautiful throws that have been dropped in buckets. So it's not like, he's coming off a horrible game where he was incredibly inaccurate, but he has had nice moments. So it's not like he's never had any good moments. He's had some nice throws. Consistency needs to be there, but I still think you just have to give these young quarterbacks more time. And it's been proven when you see what, Sam Darnold's have done, what Baker Mayfield's have done, like just give them time, be patient. You're going to take your licks in that process, but just give them enough time.
The story will be written. I think it'll be one of the best damn stories ever where he comes back and proves all these doubters wrong. But the facts are he does rank like last, and it's not even close in pretty much everything right now.
Yeah, it's really bad.
He's had some moments. I mean, Nick Mullins had moments. Every quarterback you're throwing the ball that many times has moments. Like, we got to see it more on a consistent level. He's got to clean that crap up and give us the warm and fuzzies, which I think he will do.
I hope so. If he's a bust. Oh, man.
Not even no chatter. No chatter. He's gonna shock the world. Beat the Packers in Lambeau this week. That is not a myth. That is a fact. And that's our myth busting episode for you.
That was fun. Really enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. Remember, Horned Up tonight, 6:30 sharp. Don't miss it. And remember this: the first Thanksgiving feast lasted 3 days.